Today we're going to solve some number stories. Remember, some of the strategies that we can do is drawing a picture, drawing an array, using some of the different operations, division, multiplication, subtraction, or addition to help us solve these number stories. We're going to specifically be focusing on ones with fractions today. So let me show you how to do this first one and just kind of talk about my thinking, and then the next couple we'll do together. So starting with this first one, I like to go through and I'm just going to underline some of the key ideas. Sam bought 24 stamps for his stamp collection. 3/4 of his stamps were from the US. And then how many stamps were from the US? So first of all, I look at, what do I know? I know that he had 24 stamps, and I also know that he has 3/4 of the stamps are from the US. My next step is to figure out, what do they want me to find? And in this case, they want me to find how many stamps were from the US. So I know 3/4 of the stamps were from the US. So now I need to figure out what 3/4 of 24 is. A couple methods that you could do. The one I prefer is starting out and by drawing the 4 circles, because remember, the denominator tells us how many groups we're going to divide 24 into. So I take 24, divide them into 4 groups: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So as I look at this, I see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stamps in each of the groups, and I know that I get 3 of them, 3 of the groups. So I would circle 3 of the groups. So I know that I have 6 stamps in each group, and I know that I get 3 of them, which would equal 18 stamps. I know that is how many stamps were from the US, 18. One of the other ways that I could do this is talking about looking at this and thinking to myself, I know 4 times something equals 24. So I think to myself, 4 times what equals 24? And I think to myself, well, 6 plus 6 is 12, and then 12 plus 12 is 24, so 4 times 6 equals 24. So I know each one would then have 6 dots in it. So I think to myself, I get 3 of those groups, so 3 times 6 equals 18. Another way to do it, thinking to yourself, using what multiplication, or what times 4 equals 24, and then take that times the number of groups, or using the numerator to help multiply how many groups that you would get. So both of them, I come up with the answer of 18. Here's a little different type of problem. Sarah read 12 books in the last 4 months. 3 of the books were nonfiction. What fraction of the books were nonfiction? Again, look and think to myself that she read 12 books over 4 months. 3 were nonfiction. And then I see at the end, remember, look towards the end is usually where you're going to find what they want you to find. So what fraction of the books were nonfiction? So I look and see that she has 3 of the books she read were nonfiction. So out of 12 books, 12 then is our denominator, because that's how many total books there were. They want to know what fraction of the books are nonfiction. We know that 3 of them were nonfiction. So 3 out of the 12. So the 3 nonfiction books will become our numerator, and then how many books there were, or how many different books there were, would become our denominator. So 3/12. I want you to go ahead and pause the video at this point and try doing the problem listed on this page. All right. After pausing the video and getting a chance, let's go ahead and talk about how we would do this problem after you've done it on your whiteboards. Sam had 20 books in her bookcase. She put 1/2, should get my pen out, 20 books in her bookcase. She put 1/2 on the top shelf and 1/2 of the remaining on the second shelf. How many books does she still need to put on the bookshelf? So I know, first of all, she put 1/2 of the books on the top shelf. So 1/2 of 20, or dividing 20 into 2 groups, which is 10 and 10, and I get 1 of those groups. So she put 10 books on the top shelf. Okay? TS for top shelf. Now, it says half of the remaining on the second shelf. Okay? So I know that she had 10 remaining, and I took half of those and put them on the second shelf. So half of 10 would be 5. How many books does she still need to put on the bookshelf? The answer would be 5. Half of the remaining, or half of 10. What fraction of the total is that? Ooh. So that would be 5 out of the 20 books. Okay, 5/20ths. So I had 20 total books, so the denominator tells me how many that I have total, or how many groups there are. There are 20 total books, and the fraction of the total, so 5 books that are left, that would be 5 over the 20 total books, or 5/20ths. Some of you may be thinking already, for those that are reducing fractions, 5/20ths is also the same as 1/4. Now you're going to work on this page together today, and I'm going to cross out a few problems that I don't want you to do today. I want you to, first of all, I don't want you to do this one, number 3. And I also don't want you to do this one or this one. I want you to focus on number 1, number 2, number 4. I would really recommend drawing a picture out for number 4, thinking back to fractions greater than 1. Number 5 and number 6. Now, just one little pointer as you work on number 5 and 6. These questions go with number 6. These questions go with number 5. And you will correct them together when you get done.